everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden Football.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, Carr. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Back.
They run it with James. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On 2nd down, it's James. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carr down to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Dolphin football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
No chance.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight dog.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Last stop.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Alert flare. Alert. Next spot. Right. Check nickel.
On first down, here's Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll drop the throw. And Jennings has it. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's James. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Hey, man, watch the boots, watch the boots.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Check 31, check 31.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Mike, Henry, stick it to Mike. Go on, D. SOS.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Play action. Now it's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll run on first down. James. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's James. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go deep for Conley. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
50 to Mark.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr.
He's not going to get me.
Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now Carr, and he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And what do you think's going through his head right now? Your team's winning, but you're not having your best game. That probably affects you even when your team is up.
You don't want anyone else to know it, but I think you're right. It bothers a quarterback because they always want to be the one to lead their team to victory with their play as well as their words. And in this case, he's got something he can fall back on. He's contributed, yet at the same time, he's thrown an interception.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 58 Mike. 58 Mike. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. First down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Check 56. Get him. Check 52. Okay. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
On first down, Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 26. Check 26.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And I guess... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
For Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, D.
On second down now, it's Grant. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Pass for 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front combination?
Well, you and I both know it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Slam.
They run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Oh.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw. And Wilson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Get ready, get ready.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Switch.
This is Barkley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here's Carr.
If he's their best threat on offense,
down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah?
Be careful when you go upstairs because there's a lot of water right here.
Okay, what, a lot of water? A lot of water came down?
Not a lot, but
okay.
Stepped in it a bunch of times.
Let's go get in the bed, buddy. Let's go get in the bed.